All right, we are back with another knife video. And this comes to me from D&K Knives as a loaner. Don reached out. He's a retailer in the Phoenix, Arizona area. This is his information. Please go check out the website. He's got some really, really cool stuff. And I'm excited that he loaned this in. He also loaned in a FocusWorks flashlight, which I will be doing kind of a quick video on here, probably my next video. But we'll talk about the flashlights in the other video. So this is an Alliance Design knife. I don't know a ton about them. I mean, I've learned some, but I did not know much about them before this came in. I really kind of like this velvety zippered pouch. It's different than your traditional pouches that might be, vinyl or just, nylon on the outside. So I think it's kind of cool. It's different. It may be a little more susceptible to dirt or dust and stuff. So that is one thing to think about. So this is the Kraken model, and here's the part numbers and details about it. So this is a collaboration with Matthew Christensen. This is Alliance Design's second collab with them. And this was an iconic design of Matthew Christensen's custom knives that he has since discontinued the Kraken model from the custom line. And so you get it here from Alliance, and this is one of 25. This is a limited run, and it's going to run you $800 if you're interested in this particular model. They do have ones without the Sanmai. So I should say this is the limited run of Sanmai blades. Now let's just zoom in here and talk about this thing. I mean, it's a VG10 core with the Sanmai sandwiched on either side. So Sanmai it's a 3-layer sandwich. Basically, the VG10 would be your meat, and then you've got this. They don't disclose. They didn't say what the other material is, but you have your bread on the outside. And what I love about it here is you can see that separation there on the 3. I love how that Sanmai stuff looks on the spines of the blade. So this one does have a thumb disc. I would prefer it have a thumb stud, but I do have one other knife with a thumb disc. This particular one sits a little proud and is rounded out. The one here from Alliance Design sits completely flush and has little cutouts there, which I think is kind of cool. It's a cool little accent, if you will. This is a dark tie, thumb disc, pivot collars, backspacer, and pocket clip. Very cool stuff. The fit and finish on this thing is amazing. They are made in China, and they don't say exactly who's making them. They just say they are using the finest makers in China. So take that however you will. It does have a lock bar stabilizer and over travel stop. Steel lock bar insert is what I meant to say. Fat carbon is your carbon fiber of choice for this particular model. The fit and finish here, you cannot feel a seam. This is a nicer knife than I had anticipated when I pulled it out of the box. Runs on ceramic bearings. Super smooth. Fires like a rocket. Thumb disc is not my favorite opening method. I would prefer a thumb stud, but it does work really well. And it would probably work equally well for you left-handers, but since I am not, it doesn't work very well for me. Okay, but you have access to it exactly like you would for a right-handed person. And oftentimes, like on this Hellraiser, you have good access for your right thumb, but there's almost no access here on the left side. So unlike this custom Hellraiser, this Alliance Designs Kraken gives you that access to the thumb disc on either side, which I think is cool. You do have Matthew Christensen for Christensen Knives mark here and the Alliance logo there. The rest of it is sterile. It's just nice. It works great in the pocket. It's a little smaller maybe than I normally carry, but I can't seem to get this out of my hand since I opened it in my unboxing last night. So we'll talk about some of the specs. It's 4¼ inches closed, 7 5/8 overall, 3.3 inch blade with a 3.2 inch cutting edge. It is a Tonto blade with a compound grind. So up here it is a flat grind at the tip. I don't know if you can see right. It's hard to see the transition with the Sanmai, but you can kind of see right in here is where it transitions from a flat grind to a hollow grind. So on the flat grind, you get 0.021 behind the edge. So it's a little bit thicker, a little more robust for those piercing tasks. And then it thins down here to about 0.018. So it's not your slicer and dicer, but it's not thick behind the edge by any means. The blade thickness is 0.156. We talked about the blade already. Overall thickness is 0.558, and it weighs in at 4.3 ounces. So it's under a D-cell battery. It's a great weight. Like, it feels really good in the hand. It carries really well in the pocket and disappears in your pocket. So it's just really, it's really kind of so very satisfying to fire open that even though it's a thumb disc, I can't stop. All right, let me give you a couple of size comparisons here. With the Sharpie, the Spyderco, the Kubi, KB237. Since I pulled out the Hellraiser, let's show you that one. With the, again, with pearl carbon fiber, thumb disc. You know, this is a little more my size, but I've kind of evolved some as well. How about this guy with some fat carbon on it also? This is the North Arms Skaha, which, now that I pull it out, is very much the same size. This one's going to probably be a little bit thicker just because it's a little more contoured and bubble in the hand. But super cool. This one's a little more drop shut, which I've talked about, not my fave. This one is a very controlled shut. So if you happen to be in the Phoenix area, please go check out DNK Knives. If you're not in the area, check out their website. I will put a link down below. I will have a Focusrite flashlight I'll be talking about that Don was kind enough to send me because I asked, and I'm super excited to talk about that in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks again, Don, for sending this in. I truly appreciate it.